Hello everyone, I am Priyanshi Khanna, a data science and business analytics intern at the Sparks Foundation. So today I'll be sharing with you all the task 3 of my internship, that is exploratory data analysis in the retail section. Here we've been given a sample superstore and acting as a business manager, we have to try to find out the weak areas over which we can work upon to make more profit. Now the sample that has been given to us is this, in which you can see that there are various columns of ship mode, segment, country, city, state, and so on. Now this is distribution of the whole business, which provides us various information about the location over which it has been distributed and the categories over which it works. You can see furniture, office supplies, and technology categories, and there are further subcategories. Each has some sales and the quantity. Also, there is a profit margin for every subcategory and the discount that we offer in each category and subcategory. So this is the whole data we've been given, and we have to make analysis over this data. So moving on to analysis, here first we have to import all the important libraries: NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Matplotlib.pyplot, and Seapond to work upon the data. And then we'll import the data. Since it is CSV, we'll use read_CSV command, and after importing, we'll print data has been successfully imported, and to ensure that, we'll find it using the head command. The first 5 rows are printed here. Now to know more about the data, we'll use the command info, and here is some information about the data. That is, there are 9,994 entries and 13 columns, and data type of each column has been given to us. Further, we have to find out whether there are any null entries which can create problems in further analysis. So for that, we can use is null.sum function. So they are all zeros, that means there are no null entries in the data. So it's well and good. Now we'll describe the data through the describe command. So the describe command gives us the count, the mean value, the standard deviation, the minimum, the maximum, and the quartiles: 25%, 50%, and 75%. So this is all we've got. Then we observe that we do not need the country and the postal code columns, because country is same for all, that is United States, whereas postal code is nothing to work upon. So we'll drop both the columns using the drop command, and here we have the fresh data. Now when we observe the describe command, we observe that there are minimum sales 0.444, maximum sales are 22638.48, and the maximum profit is 8,399.976. Further, we observe that the total sales and total profit are these as given. Now the total columns, here using the columns command, we can find the names of all the columns, and we can find the shape of the data using the shape command. To find whether there are any duplicate rows which might create problem in analysis, we find them using the duplicated.sum function. So there are 50 rows that are duplicated rows, and we'll drop all those 50 rows. So we'll use the drop_duplicates command. So now we have a fresh data without any duplicate rows. So again, we'll ensure it using the same command, duplicated.sum. Now there are 0 duplicate rows. Further, when this is all cleaning process, after cleaning, we'll observe and analyze data. So using pair plot, we analyze the 4 sections, that is sales, quantity, discount, and profit. So there is a plot over each. When we particularly analyze every plot, we infer that as discount increases, profit and sales decrease, and as sales increases, profit also increases. So further, we can find out using the correlation function also, CORR, and we can plot a heat map over the correlation function. Now this is the heat map, which informs us the same thing. Also, the most correlation lies between sales and profit, and the least between discount and quantity. Further, we can again make a pair plot of ship mode, and we can find out the relation between the sales, quantity, discount, and profit, and various shipping modes that we use. Then we can find out the unique values of all the ship modes. So here we can see that standard class possesses the most number of opted preferences. That means it is opted the most number of times. We can plot it using the count plot function, and we can see that standard class has been opted the most, whereas same day has been opted the least. Now we'll group the data using the ship mode and to analyze profits and sales, and we can plot the profits and sales of every ship mode. So standard class has the most profit and sales, whereas same day has the least. Now further, working over the category, office supplies, furniture and technology are the three categories, and using the value underscore counts we can find out that the business deals mostly in office supplies and least in technology. Now we can plot the same using the pie chart, and here you can see the same observation. Now further, we will find the sales and profit for every category. So we'll group the data through category to find out sales and profit, and we'll plot this both the sales and profit over this bar chart, again using the artist layer here. So here we make the observation that technology has the most profit and sales, whereas office supplies has the least. Now after category we come to subcategory. We have to observe every subcategory to work upon. So here we use again value underscore counts to find where the business deals the most. So here the binders are the most and the copiers the least. Now we can plot the same thing using the pie chart, and again we observe the same things. That is, binders has been invested the most in, whereas copiers the least. Now working over category and subcategory together for observing the sales and profit in every subcategory, we find after plotting the data through horizontal bars, that is bar H, we find that phones, chairs and storage provide us with the most sales, and we can observe them in the particular sections of furniture, technology and office supplies also. Then we'll plot the profits for every section, and we can find that copiers, phones and accessories provide us with the most profit. Then combining both the sales and profit, we can observe that copiers, phones and accessories are again the ones which provide us with most sales and profits. You can see how we have plotted, again using the artist layer, and first plotting the sales, and over the same we plotted the profit. So further, when after coming to states, we observe that the most number of buyers are found in California and the least in Wyoming. Now we can plot the same using the bar function, and there's a bar chart here which signifies the same thing. And further, we have to find out the sales and profit for every state. So we group the data through state to find out sales and profit, and we plot the bar graph again over the sales and profit section, and we sort the values ascending is equal to false. So here we can see that most profit and sales can be seen in California, New York and Washington, and the least in Pennsylvania, Ohio and Texas. Now we come to the segment section. Segment wise, we'll observe that we have consumer, corporate and home office, in which the consumer has the most area, so the business deals mostly in consumer section. Further, the sales and profit in every segment. So we'll plot it using the bar chart again, and we see that most profit and sales are in consumer segment and the least in home office. Then we'll move to the region section. So there are 4 regions: West, East and Central, South. We can use value underscore counts to observe that where the business deals most in. So we see that western region is the one in which the business deals mostly in, and the southern is the least one. So we can plot the same using the pie chart, and we observe the same things. The western has 31.9% of the business, whereas southern has 16.3%. Now we'll plot the sales and profit over each region using the bar chart, and we observe that most profit lies in western and eastern and the least in central and southern. Further, we'll observe region-wise ship mode, and we can see using the bar chart that using the count plot that the most opted mode is standard class and the least is the same day. Further, we can find the relationship between profit and discount, and we know the correlation is minus 0.21 using the core function, and then we make a line plot over both discount and profit. So we see that there is a negative relationship. And then the sales, profit, discount.